presents Real and Raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Yo, welcome back to the show. It's Beef Vegan Presents live on Rock 102.1 KFMA, streaming worldwide at KFMA.com on this beautiful Thursday, January 23rd. Good morning, Emil.
Yo, man.
Good morning, Tucson. Thank you guys for tuning into the show. What a good show for you to tune in on, especially if you like free stuff. We have a lot of things to get to today, including tickets for your Tucson Roadrunners, tickets for the Funeral Portrait, who are going to be performing next Wednesday, Club Encore. But before they perform, they're going to be here hanging out with us in studio. Look forward to that. And then we also are going to do a special round of Tap Out in the 7 o'clock hour for up to $100 in gift certificates to Rocco's Little Chicago Pizza.
Yum.
Yeah, Rocco unfortunately double booked himself this week, so he wasn't able to come into the studio on Tuesday. Much to the dismay of like Rico and Mari, who really got their hopes up to have some pizza in the morning, right?
Yeah, they decided he's just the pizza man bringing it on by.
Yeah,
I would too, I guess.
Rocco always brings in his like specialty pizza of the month, right? Yeah. And so honestly, when I told them, they lit up like children, like everyone does when you're told it's like, let's go get pizza. You're like, oh, and that joy never goes away, right? And so like Rico was especially hungry that day, and his hopes were so high that when I informed him that Rocco messaged me back apologizing that he couldn't make it in, you could see the pain in his eyes.
Yeah, all the joy is sapped from his body.
So sad. He was so sad. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Well, after the show, maybe we could go get, Rocco's. I'll buy you some Rocco's, right? Yeah. And he's like, oh, I don't know, maybe. And then I'm like, Rocco, it's okay that you can't come in. Rico and I are going to come by after. Are you open at 11, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I open at 11, but we're closed on Tuesdays.
It's the salt in the wound right there.
Yeah, and Rico's like, no. So I know. And so like today, the good news for you is you could still win up to $100 gift certificates to Rocco's Little Chicago Pizza. The bad news for us is Rocco's not coming in, so we're not going to get any pizza.
Dang.
What's your go-to? What's your favorite pizza?
Honestly, my favorite pizza is just a classic pepperoni. I'm a big cheese fan, but I never can go wrong with pepperoni, no matter where you go.
And that has been your favorite pizza since you were a child, yes?
Totally, man.
Yes, and the reason why I bring this up is because, according to a recent survey, in the no-duh category, most people's favorite pizza is a pizza that they established as their favorite when they were a young person, and they just grew up. You just can't change it.
No, it's just one of those memory foods where it's just like it's a comfort food. It's a comfort food. It really is.
Yeah, my go-to is sausage, mushroom, and onion. Only if the mushroom is like canned mushrooms, right, or sautéed mushrooms. Don't give me that
that's
fresh mushroom.
Man. No, that's all the onions and mushrooms on a pizza. But just throw it in the garbage.
Yeah, you see, we do it differently. We do it differently.
I appreciate it.
But that is my go-to. Like those, if I could say what's your last slice of pizza you're gonna eat,
that's it.
Yeah, shaved sausage, then mushroom and onion. I'm picturing it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, trust me. I'll go around. I'll get all different types of toppings all the time.
Yeah, but that's your one. That's your comfort pizza.
That
right
is,
there.
yeah, that is my go-to. If I'm like, I don't know what I want. I just want to make sure whatever I get will be completely satisfying to me.
Totally.
Sausage, onions, and mushrooms.
Can't go wrong with it.
Yeah, and you go with the standard pepperoni. Just
just because there's so many pizzas all over the world, and I feel like you're not going to go wrong with that because you're not going to get sick off of the mushrooms from this place or something like that.
Boy, you could get sick off pepperoni.
I have yet to do that. Don't jinx me, man.
Well, I have a greater appreciation for pepperoni lately because a lot of pizza establishments are starting to import their pepperoni, get the cup pepperoni.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not the thin, crappy pepperoni. You get quality pepperoni.
Cured, no nitrates pepperoni.
Yeah. The kind of pepperoni that gets so much oil it like fills up the cup of the pepperoni.
You can drink it.
Yes, exactly. You take the little pepperoni up, you sip that oil, and you eat the pepperoni. Follow me for more health advice.
Keeps you hydrated while you're eating.
Yeah. Here's a new side hustle. Now, unfortunately, Emil, I feel like you're out of this one because you're kind of like anti-social media. Oh, yeah. But if you had a couple burner phones with the TikTok app on that phone, you could theoretically sell that phone for up to $25,000.
Just because it's not on the app marketplace anymore?
Yep, you are correct, sir. Because, there's such a large generation addicted to TikTok. Obviously, you know that this over the weekend, there was a big kerfuffle.
Yeah.
It's a word I'm going to use in this situation.
like
Just
it.
make it up. But yeah, TikTok was banned for about 12 hours. Now, the reality is TikTok came back for most users. But it's only temporary because it's basically pushing things back 75 days. Now, during that 75 days, they could completely overturn the ban. TikTok will continue to carry on as usual. But during that time, they still took off TikTok as an option to download the app on your Apple Store or your Google Store.
Right.
So you can't, if you don't have TikTok on your phone, you can't download it now. It's basically, if you had it, you're good. If you don't, then you're screwed.
Right.
Now, a lot of people, in defiance or out of frustration, when they found out that TikTok was banned, they deleted the app off their phone, with lacking the foresight of 12 hours later.
Right.
So now they're still addicted to TikTok. They had it on their phone. They begrudgingly took it off and just throwing a little hissy fit. And then they can't download it back. And it's those people out there, they're willing to cough up a lot of money. So you're seeing
How much again?
up to $25,000, dude.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah. Now, one person even posted their iPhone 15 Pro for $5 million or best offer.
Good for them. I hope they make it.
Yeah. I mean, again, if you're saying that's ridiculous, I would never pay that. Yeah, you're right. But, it doesn't hurt to ask, you know?
Right. Hey, you never know.
Yeah.
Just put your feelers out there.
Yeah, the best offer could be $4 million. Who knows?
I'm surprised that they haven't had third-party websites have this on there, and you can just go and download it from there.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, that's, again, above my pay grade, too, but I think tech guys out there could figure it out.
Yeah,
like
right.
TikTok, but spelled differently, with a C.
TikTok.
Oh, well, you could still TikTok. I think TikTok is TIK,
Yeah, right.
TOK.
Yeah.
So if you spell it with C's like Tic Tac, bam.
Figure
right?
it out.
Yeah. But no one's buying them. There's a bunch listed for more like 2,000, but it doesn't look like people even will pay that at this point. But we'll see as the ban continues because, again, they're delaying the TikTok ban for 75 days. Now, I was furious about this because there was more than just TikTok that got banned
Okay.
under this provision. One of them being an app that not only I use regularly, but I pay for annually. And that's a CapCut, my video editing app.
And that was cut too?
That was cut too, and so was Marvel Snap. And so, because it was all under the umbrella of ByteDance. ByteDance is the company that is the publisher for TikTok. Now, the frustrating thing about this is I pay for an annual subscription, and, I deny them access to my data, but whatever,
Right.
if they take it. It's something I'm choosing to do and pay for.
Yeah, it's your own free will.
Right. So, I was frustrated on this, and Marvel Snap did not know at the time, while they're working with the publisher ByteDance, that this would affect them. So they were equally surprised when, users were reporting that they couldn't access their app. And so now they're planning to change providers so to basically get away from the stink because it's like, hey, we're just a stupid Marvel gambling app designed to take all your kids' money. We don't want to be associated with TikTok.
Right.
So, that's still the fallout and developing situation of the TikTok ban. It's more than just a headline of TikTok being banned.
Yeah, see, I didn't know there was a multitude of different apps.
Neither did I, honestly.
Until you just wake up and it's just not working anymore.
Yes,
Yeah.
until I got the same message that I got on my CapCut that I did on TikTok, and trust me, I was furious for days. And then they brought TikTok back, and it took CapCut another 2 extra days for them to, allow access again. And I say this as a man who spends like $150 a year annually on this app.
That's a lot for an app.
Yeah,
too,
you owe
man.
me a 3-day refund.
Yeah,
Give me
right.
$1.52 back now. Demanding it. All right, well, we got a great show lined up for you today. Your Morning Morons coming up after new music from Bad Flower. Keep it right here. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. Broadcast. You can join us, youtube.com/beefvegan. You'll see the brand new setup and background that we have, thanks to Rico. And then we will do a celebrity swap right after new music from Nothing More and David Draymond on Rock 102.1 KFMA. All right, so welcome back. Sorry, I inadvertently cut in but before we got into Morning Moron. We were back. We were on the air doing a tease for what we're going to do next, which is Celebrity Swap, which is going to be a fun game. And I want you guys to play along. with that, both Emil and Mari, as I'll say on the air again, are not trained impressionists.
Far from it.
Yeah, in fact, actually, you wouldn't say that's one of those skills that you secretly have.
I think I do have some skill at it, though.
I've got a couple people down, but none of these ones that you gave me.
Okay, yeah. So this is going to be a challenging game for sure.
Yeah.
To completely go into character mode and become this person that you've never tried to impersonate before, and then the other person, either Mario or Emil, will then ask the character a series of questions, up to 5, and then try to guess who the person is impersonating. And then if they guess correctly, of course, they get a point. If you guys guess correctly before Emil or Mari, bonus points for sure. And I could hook you up with something. Either a gift card to Rocco's, a little Chicago pizza. I have one of those to give away. Or tickets for the funeral portrait, which is another big ticket item because we're going to have them in studio next Wednesday and they're performing at Encore. Did you want to go to that show?
I think it'd be fun. It's Wednesday night.
It is Wednesday night. I know it sucks because then we have Thursday morning, but we could pre-record a little bit.
Yeah, it's Kenzo's little golf night, though.
Is golf night? What, he goes to Top Golf?
No, he goes to, the sim golf at this, golf shop.
Oh, yeah. I know what he's talking about.
Okay,
That's
all
cool.
right.
He's got little homies. This is a little regular Wednesday.
This guy
dad.
with friends. Yeah,
I
doing
know.
guy
Being social,
stuff. Yeah.
Having fun.
Yeah.
It's a new era.
It's a new era. Well, you have girls' night, don't you?
No.
Well, you should. You have girlfriends, so you could easily reverse the roles and say, okay, this is my night to go out
Yeah, I don't
with the
want to.
girls. I know. You just want to be around your boys all the time.
Yeah.
Good
I
for
know.
you. That's cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. But it's also cool to have a girls' night every now and then.
Yeah. A brunch, maybe.
I mean, you have friends who literally have babies that are around your age, right?
Yeah, so I had lots of play dates.
Yeah, lots of play dates.
So I get that girl time in then.
Yeah, that's it. And then Kenzo gets to golf. And what other cool guy stuff does he do?
I don't know.
I'm just trying to find out what other stuff I'm never invited for. Kenzo, come on, man. I like that. Well, unless it's too late, then I'll have to pass. But this is why I don't get invited to places.
I know. Go to bed right after the early bird special.
Before the sun goes down.
Yeah.
And they're just I can't invite you out to places anymore. You're no fun. I don't want to do anything from 2 to 5 p.m.
Right.
I'm that's peak time to get around and have a good time. Happy hour galore. You know?
True.
Yeah. If I drank more, honestly, then I would be a very affordable drunk. Yeah, because I got to be wasted before 7 o'clock and then ready to pass out. Yeah. Then we'll shake it off. All right, we're getting back on the air, so let's do this. You guys play along. It's Celebrity Swap time. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents live on the new and improved podcast broadcast. Got to check out the fantastic background imaging that Rico put together for us. And moving forward in 2025, this is going to be the look. Now, we're going to have some specialty shows. We have a lot of different things that we're going to attempt to do this year. And in honor of that, we're doing something brand new. It's time to play Celebrity Swap. So here's the name of the game. It's going to be very simple. I gave both Mari and Emil 3 celebrities with a bonus celebrity. They've never impersonated this celebrity before. They're going to have to attempt to do their best impersonation of the celebrity as an introduction, and then it will be up to the other person to start asking a series of questions. Up to 5 questions you could ask Mari or Emil in character about who they are. And then if they can correctly guess who that person they are impersonating is after 5 questions, they're going to get a point. Whoever has the most correct guesses will win the game, and then we'll give away a pair of tickets for the funeral portrait to one of our callers out there. All right, with that said, Mari, how about you start things off? Ladies first. All right, you're first. So go ahead and just give a brief introduction without revealing too much.
Hello, I date a very young man, and my son is mad at me. Do you believe in life after love?
All right, Emil, ask some questions.
Can I just go for it?
No, ask some questions first because it'll be funner to kind of take the long road.
So tell me about this music video that I think you're pretty well known for in the 80s.
Which one?
The one where you had that really cool little outfit and you're out by the docks.
With the lights?
Yeah. Tell me how that experience was.
It was lovely.
Yeah, I feel like you need to go lower. Go ahead and ask another question.
Oh, is your hair still real these days?
I have all real hair.
All real hair. So that's more than just on top of your head, huh?
I think so.
Okay.
How was it working with Nicolas Cage?
I love him.
That's just Mari talking right there.
I know. It's like Mari's possessed. All right, go ahead and give the answer. I think a lot of people know as well because of one of the hints in the introduction. But go ahead.
I do believe that you're sure. It's more like you're sure.
Yeah, you got to go lower. So do exactly what you were doing because you sound like a ghost. Let's be honest. And then but you gotta drop it an octave, right?
Okay, so
Yeah, that's a little bit better.
Yeah. Now, was it you believe that gave it away?
Yeah, I wouldn't have never gotten anything else. Like, is this like a queen?
Yeah, so right now you're losing, Mario. You got to keep that in mind. You don't want to kind of give too many revealing information in the opening things. Yeah, no, it wasn't.
It's a hard one, though, man.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Okay,
I
fine.
get this.
Okay, all right. Emil, it's your turn. So go ahead and give your introduction in character.
All right. Hey, how's it going? I'm a movie star. I've been a movie star for like 40 years. Done a lot of different things.
All right, start asking questions there, Mari.
do you have thin glasses?
I did in a movie once, but no, I don't wear any glasses.
Yeah, he's almost perfect.
Do you have very highly arched eyebrows?
No. They're just like normal eyebrows, I would say.
Yeah, all right.
Oh man. Do you have all your teeth?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, but is there a celebrity and a movie star that doesn't have all his teeth?
Well, I'm thinking of these specific teeth.
I've worked with it.
You know, this is like if we were
Nice
playing the game Guess Who, you know, the little pop-up game, and you're asking things that are like, so maybe it would eliminate one square as opposed to like, hey, do you have red hair? And there's like 7 squares you can eliminate immediately. I would whoop your ass and Guess Who.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But I have I have a guess, but I don't know what movies he's in to ask a specific
you
movie.
still have 2 more questions you could ask him. You could ask a specific movie, and he
I
could
don't
give.
know what movie he's in though. That's the problem. I'm
Okay.
drawing a blank.
All right.
So I'm gonna say, are you
Well, you
very
get it.
famous?
Yeah, I'm real famous.
Yeah, he's really famous.
I've done a lot of stuff, music and movies.
Oh, music too?
Giving you a little bit.
Yeah.
This guy's out that I was thinking of.
Okay. We'll ask one more question. You got one more question you can ask Mari.
You do music for like concerts or for movies?
I've done a couple of concerts before. No, not movies, but I did play air guitar in a movie once.
That's right.
I'm giving it to you. Come on.
Okay. Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there it is.
come
All right.
on.
I was like feeling.
Yeah,
like, I was trying to
and
give it to
Lindsay
you.
on the stream asked, do you say wow? You know?
Wow.
Yeah.
See, I thought you were Jack Nicholson for a second.
Oh yeah.
Jack
that's more
Nicholson was a guest on the
easily.
stream. Yeah, so Patrick was guessing Jack Nicholson, and then Sweetest Nightmare, John Travolta. So, yes.
Ew.
All right. It's all tied up in a celebrity swap. Back to you, Mari.
All right.
Your bad impersonation of a female celebrity. Please give us an introduction.
All right, so I'm like literally a lawyer. I have a lot of money. I love being on your TV screens and your phone screens and everything else.
Okay, we'll stop there. So you start asking questions, Emil.
Do you have a big family?
I do.
Yeah. Are you pretty fake? Like everything about you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I can't believe she admitted that.
Is a family member of yours an Olympian?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and give the
All right,
answer.
so you're a Kardashian girl. You're one of them, but which one? I'm
Yes.
gonna say, are you Courtney?
No.
Oh, see, I don't know anything about these ladies.
Incorrect.
I just came up with one of their names.
So funny.
I just know.
First person on the stream that guessed correctly on this was Carlos B. Kim K. Kim Kardashian.
She's a lawyer?
Yes,
She's
she
trying
is.
to be. I don't
Oh,
think she
that's
actually
scary.
is yet, though.
Yeah,
Right?
Oh, okay,
no, yeah,
well.
she is. She is. She's surprisingly short too. I went through a celebrity list of short celebrities.
She's small.
Because I was
She's
thinking
5
Kim
feet.
at first, but I didn't think she was a lawyer.
No, I know. So look at that, swing and a miss, Emil. Yeah, I'll give that point to Mari, and then also Patrick was guessing AOC, which was incorrect. I know. All right, back to you, Emil. Time for your impersonation. Go ahead and give a quick introduction.
Hey, I've actually been an actor myself for quite a while too. I started off back in the late '90s. Yeah, I'm a pretty nice guy, I think too, and I've done a lot of things. I've got a lot of things going on for me right now.
All right, first
Oh, I
question,
know.
Mari. Ooh, first question.
Do you have a movie with animals in it?
No, I don't actually.
Do you have a movie as the Grinch?
No.
No, and you whisper?
Sometimes I have a little bit of a lisp, I guess. Whispering lisp, yeah.
Okay. Do you have blonde hair?
No, no,
No?
no, no, I don't.
Wow, and you have a lisp?
A little bit of a lisp, but it's okay.
And you've been in movies, but not any lately.
No, I've been in a pretty big movie last year.
Last year?
Yeah, we did really well with it too.
Oh, wow, yeah. See, he's humble bragging right now. Very successful actor.
What?
Yeah.
I'm actually in the news right now too.
Oh.
I'm giving you something, Mari.
Yeah. Look at it. He keeps being friendly, but that was all 5 of your questions. Throw out a guess.
Oh, it's wrong though. I don't know who this is. I thought Owen Wilson, but I'm wrong.
No,
You are wrong.
I'm not doing a very good job with it either.
You were so off though. I mean, it was
Jim Carrey.
Yeah, you were kind of locked in on what direction you wanted to go.
I had a feeling you were gonna say
Yeah, so give a guess. Well, you said you said Jim Carrey. What's your final answer?
Jim Carrey.
Incorrect. Go
Wow.
ahead and tell Mari who you were badly impersonating.
horrible impersonation of Ryan Reynolds. I'm sorry.
Ryan Reynolds was great. No, that was a good Ryan Reynolds impersonation.
No, wait, that is not how he talks at all.
It's okay. You know who doesn't talk like a queen of England is Cher. So I gave that one to you. So
Yeah, the ghost of Queen of England, too.
Yeah.
So this is obviously not great celebrity impersonation.
No,
This is a
no.
celebrity swap, ladies and gentlemen. As we continue this, let's see.
how does he talk? He sounds like that. He's
He's
lispy.
like, I'm Ryan Reynolds. I
Right.
date a really hot girl.
You right off the bat, she's a good Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah,
Thank
you know,
you.
Sweetest Nightmare was guessing Ryan Reynolds, so, you know, it wasn't
Thank you.
that far off. And
Okay.
But Loch Nessa says that was
It was
horrible.
horrible.
So-
It was horrible.
Yeah.
She's also right.
All right, Mari, back to you. Let's
Aw.
give your introduction of a female celebrity impersonation.
Okay. I am a actress, and I do lots of different things. In the acting world,
Oh man.
and I am cool. I really like myself, but apparently my voice does not sound how I present my voice to the public.
Oh, all right. Questions, Emil.
Were you in a Kevin Smith movie?
I don't know.
Oh man.
That is actually spot on for this character. You're like, oh, yeah, actually, are we talking to the real person here?
Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. Sorry. Were you in a movie recently, within like the past year?
I think I was in either a movie or a television series. I'm not completely certain.
Yeah. Yeah, it still checks out, honestly. I know who she is, and if this was the real person, I think these answers would be very similar to what she'd be giving you here.
Man, all right. Are you married to anybody also famous, and if so, who?
I honestly don't know who I'm married to. If I'm married at all.
Yeah, she's a mystery.
What color is your hair? Not necessarily natural, but that you display to the public.
I believe it is blonde.
Okay.
Yeah.
And a last question.
Yeah, last question.
Do you were you affected by the wildfires and were public about it?
I don't know.
This has been so easy for me.
Yeah, give a guess here.
I'm gonna say Paris Hilton.
Oh, no.
No, and the correct answer is on the board here. As
It
yes, Patrick guessed correctly. Afterwards, there were a couple incorrect guesses that were close. The correct answer is, go ahead and tell Amari.
Jennifer Coolidge.
That is correct.
don't even know
Yeah, honorable mention goes
Who's
to
that? I'm
Loch
gonna-
Nessa. Said Jennifer Tilly. Redbeard said the same.
Legally
but
Blonde.
yes, a Legally Blonde. That's a throwback.
Bend
I
and
would have
snap.
said
Oh, her.
Yeah.
Stifler's mom.
Stifler's
Oh,
mom.
I don't know her name,
That's
but
you could have said that, and that would have
Oh.
definitely gave it away. All right, so
good job on that one.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool,
So
huh?
Mari's in the lead here. We'll see if Emil can steal it back here on the podcast broadcast. Join us youtube.com/bevegan. Back with more right after this. Rock 102.1.
I love this game.
All right, back to you, Emil. This is good. This is a good game. All right. So here's your impersonation. Go.
Okay.
I'll give your introduction here.
Hey, I've been around for a little while. I've done a lot of things, especially recently. I like a bit of tequila here and there, and I've been pretty popular in the movies lately. That's not how I sound. It's a bad day for my bad day for my voice.
Yeah.
There,
Love it.
maybe a little bit more buttery, I guess.
All right, start asking questions. Yeah.
Movies and
All right, okay.
some other stuff.
So you're not a wrestler.
Is that a question?
Are you a wrestler?
At times, yes.
Really?
Yes.
Do you say brother a lot?
No, I don't.
No.
Actually, that was somebody else. So you're thinking of somebody else, and I'm kind of sounding more like that dude, to be honest.
Yeah.
Were you in Moana?
Yes, I was. There it is. That's a little bit better, I think.
Yes.
Okay.
Go again. And
Do you have daughters?
yes, the answer is yes.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I have some daughters.
Do you have tattoos?
Yeah, I got some tattoos.
I know who you are.
Oh.
Answer away.
The Rock.
Yeah, that's
That
it,
is
man.
correct. Give
I
me
started
snow,
off
Maury.
with like Macho Man for sure.
Yeah.
I heard Hulk Hogan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's funny though. And Patrick smoking this game. First to guess correctly again. So Patrick, you are the winner in Celebrity Swap on top of Maury. Maury, you killed it there. So, and we have bonus ones that I sent if we needed to get to them. But for the sake of the game, we don't, because, we got a clear winner. And that is Maury.
And that's all right with me because this last one would have been horrible.
Well, yes. Well, now I need to know. So give me that last one. And yes,
no.
the last one does seem the most difficult in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I was putting it together, I was like, ooh, yeah, that's.
a
But
good one.
yeah, but you got to remember like the origin of this dude, not the main character he's known for playing.
Totally.
Yeah.
Just about him.
All right, yeah. So let's see if Mark can guess your bad celebrity
doing this last
impersonation.
one, all right.
Yeah, let's try it.
Hello, I've been in lots of movies lately, especially with one actress who's been blowing up all over the place. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah,
Do
ask
you have
away.
blue eyes?
No, I don't. I don't believe I do.
Yeah, I mean, your question style is so oddly specific, but I don't think casts a wide net.
Yeah.
It's like if he said yes to blue eyes, who would you be thinking?
Barry Keoghan, Cillian Murphy.
Right, too many people. That's the problem. But continue. Ask another question.
Do you have black hair?
It's darker.
Oh, did you thank the cafeteria in your acceptance speech?
I can't remember.
I
I don't remember anything about my expenses.
Accepting for what? What was he accepting?
Oh, a Golden Globe or whatever. The
For what?
last, I forget what. The Penguin?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. No.
What's his name? I don't
Yeah.
know.
See, you're thinking Colin Farrell, which is an Irish accent. And that's obviously not
Wait,
an
so this
Irish accent.
Liam Neeson? No.
No.
He's not Irish. He
But
doesn't
he's got
sound
an
Irish to
accent.
me. Yeah, but
but
it
this
doesn't
is-
sound Irish.
You think that doesn't sound
No,
what
my
does it
Irish
sound
is
like?
different. It is a little different. It's up here a little more.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
this is like more lower, like.
Hello, yeah, I am.
Yes.
I'm close to Ireland though. It was
Okay. Are you a musician?
nope, not a musician, just an actor.
Just an actor.
Just an actor.
Just an actor. A pretty good actor.
So you're not Harry Styles.
Well, Harry Styles is both, but
Oh my. Okay. Are you old?
No, far from it. I'm a pretty young man.
You're a young man.
I'm a young man still.
Oh, are you Tom Holland?
yes.
She did it. She had these funny questions about like blue eyes and stuff, and she still pulls it off at the
I
end.
know.
This
There's
is
nothing
amazing. I
about
love it.
her questions that led to the conclusion. The conclusion came literally out of nowhere, and even though, she was just looking for an actor
Yeah.
who didn't have blue eyes, who was youngish,
rules it
and
out.
then somehow we're able to nail it. And Patrick, you nailed it after Maury said it, but like the thought process there is the most impressive thing because you're like, what? How'd you get to that? Excellent job, though.
Yeah,
See,
that was great. That was pretty great, Maury.
that's a fun game. That's a fun game, and that's a game that we're going to do again. All
I'm
right,
sorry for everybody that had to listen to that. Seriously.
No, that's fantastic. As I get ready for our next segment, because I want to play this viral video of Billy Corgan meeting Bill Burr. Okay, and this happened on the Howie Mandel podcast. The interaction is super awkward, and you're trying to wonder what's real and what's not in this. But before we do that, this morning's The Morning Moron doubled as a Florida man. In case you missed it, went a little something like this. All right, I'm Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to the show. It's now 6:17 and time for your Morning Moron. Let's do it. All right, and today's Morning Moron is another case of somebody being hangry and acting up,
It
right?
happens all the time.
You always got to check your blood sugar, dude. And
Carry a Snickers on you.
Say it again.
Carry a Snickers on you.
Carry a Snickers on
Did
you.
you say?
Thank God. I was just like,
I saw your eyes.
Yeah, no, I was like, yeah, you got to pronounce that better, dude, because I was like, that was way.
And I'm done here.
All right, let's get to this morning moron story. A 52-year-old man named Mark was at a wedding at a country club in Florida last Saturday. So this doubles as a Florida man, right? A man in front of him allowed his young daughter and another girl to join him in line, and Mark was furious because they were cutting in front of him, right? Now, these are kids cutting in front as well, so you know they're not going to get grown person portions. And you're at a wedding, and, you know, it's a family affair. You're probably not a close guest of the bride and groom. I'm assuming you're not even family in this situation because you probably would have been fed first.
Right.
You know, Mark is one of those people who's probably like a guest of a guest and is there just waiting for his line. Now, the thing is, they had prime rib at this wedding. Now, that's, you know, it's a classy wedding.
Oh,
They got prime rib. And, like, it's not often you get to eat prime rib, you know, especially done right, you know, where they slice it. They give you the big slice.
And
you
it's
put some
cooked the right
horseradish
way.
in, cooked the right way. Horseradish, a little bit of au jus.
Ooh, sounds
you know,
so good right now.
It's delicious. It's
I'll
great.
eat that right now.
So I understand being a little peeved at having to wait an extra 45 seconds for your prime rib. But at the same time, you don't act like this. Mark started shouting at the other man who ignored him, and then he didn't stop there. He walked over to the man and hit him on the head with the plate.
What?
Yes.
Escalation.
Full-blown WWE on his ass. The plate shattered and then started a scuffle with multiple guests.
Yeah.
Someone called the police, and Mark was arrested and charged with aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. Now, this is amusing. In the police report, one witness confirmed that they saw, quote, the large, bald man strike the slimmer man on the head with the plate.
Oh.
Now, if you're like, okay, I mean, this guy sounds like he's super hangry. He doesn't sound like he's probably going to be super fit. Here's the mugshot of Mark. Ready for this?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, he's not starving to death. He can wait. He can wait 45 seconds more, man.
Dude has a problem with prime rib. He looks like a thumb. For sure. You know, you have a problem with weight when your jowls are bigger than the top of your head.
Yeah, look at that. He needs that little bit of a goatee just to, like, give him that definition of a chin.
Yeah. I mean, if he loses his career, whatever his career is, he can then apply to be Mr. Peanut with a head like that.
Yeah.
You'll be able to see it in the podcast broadcast when we replay it later on. But yes, this Florida man who got super hangry crashed a plate over a man's head because he allowed his young children to join him in line.
Dirty butters, line cutters, right?
Yeah. Oh, I like that. Well, for the record, this was a dry wedding, so Mark wasn't even drunk. He was just really excited about prime rib. So can't even have the excuse of having too many martinis. He was just fat. That was the excuse. And for that, Mark is today's Morning Moron. All right, we're back here. I'm going to get on the tease. We're going to do something different here for the podcast broadcast because I want to play and react to this interview that happened just the other day with Bill Burr on the Howie Mandel podcast. But I didn't have time to censor it, and you wouldn't want to censor it anyways because it'd be a beep fest, right? So I'm just going to pop on, tease that we're reacting to this and playing this only on the podcast and play Creed on the FM side.
Okay.
So that's how we do this. So the radio is secondary in this world. There we go. Rock 1 2.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. It's Alien Ant Farm is what you just heard. Now, here's what I have to do. I have video that I want to share of this interview that Howie Mandel did with Bill Burr. As you may recall, recently Bill Burr went viral, not because of anything Bill Burr said or did. It's because Billy Corgan on Howie Mandel's podcast revealed to Howie Mandel that he believes that he is actually the secret love child or brother to Bill Burr because he claims that him and Bill Burr might possibly have the same father, right? And that's because his father was a traveling musician and a man whore, and his mom told him this. And the fact that they're both named Bill is also kind of ironic, right?
Weird.
Yeah, and they're born around the same time. So there's a lot of similarities there. Now, Billy Corgan said this. It went viral. Of course, people were blowing up Bill Burr's phone. Now, Billy Corgan and Bill Burr never met before the other day when Howie Mandel surprised Bill Burr with Billy Corgan in person. And the reaction that Bill Burr had, not too friendly. It got super awkward. And that's the setup that we're going to share with you here on the podcast broadcast. Now, unfortunately, I cannot play the audio on the FM side because there's just far too many F-bombs.
They're just not so fun on the FM
It would
side.
sound like Morse code, right? So if you want to see this and watch us react to this, then you can join us youtube.com/beefvegan. If not, that's fine. We got music on the way from Metallica, and here's Creed and Rock 102.1. There we go. That was a good tease, huh?
Yeah, I like it.
I was like, someone compliment me now.
Here's some Creed, everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's a consolation prize.
Yeah. All right, so look at Bill's face first and foremost.
Horrified.
Yeah.
Mortified.
I mean, do you think they look alike?
Just the lack of hair.
You'll see. Yeah. A lack of hair, but the nose is similar when you get a little side by side. So let's get right into this. Howie Mandel did not tell Bill Burr that he had Billy Corgan waiting in the wings. He did tell Billy Corgan that, Bill knows and he's fine with it. He's going to love it. And so he lied to both men. The reaction is, let's see how much of it you feel is real and how much is not.
Seth, he's our camera guy. And look who's here.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Sit down.
You're an asshole.
Billy Corgan. Billy Corgan.
Yeah.
I'm an asshole?
Yeah,
I thought this would be great to bring a family together.
He didn't tell you. He told me you were totally cool with me coming.
That's what he does. That's what he does.
I thought it would be
so
a
then,
good
like,
surprise.
can this be like edited out, or no?
Now look see right off the bat, right? And now
a little bit, yeah.
he's rubbing his hands on the chair too,
Yeah.
right? There's a physical, visceral reaction to this that doesn't seem staged, right? So he's almost looking like he's turning redder in this scenario. So we'll continue.
I can go. I mean, you told me Bill was.
All right, fuck it. No, I'll do it. Like, did you ever think the fact that I never told that story, that maybe you shouldn't? Did you ever? You know how many fucking like emails and crap that I got? Like, I sort of like went away from that.
So let me just fill in. Let me just fill in.
Do we talk on a regular basis?
We've never met.
So Billy Corgan was nice enough on my podcast to talk about the fact that he told a story that he had never told before, that his father traveled.
My stepmother said to me, "Do you know who Bill Burr is? Bill Burr might be one of the children that your father sired in his days on being a traveling musician."
If you do the math
He was a piece of shit.
with
And he
your
had two kids this close together, and he named them the same fucking name.
That's what I was thinking.
Right. And in this situation, look at Billy Corgan's face as opposed to Bill Burr's face, right? Like, this in a way, and when you're watching this, you're like, is this confirmation? Like, Bill Burr knew this, and now he's, like, furious that it's even outed?
Out there, yeah.
Right.
Like he didn't want this to be a part of like the public sphere.
Yeah, body language is key in this situation as well. You see Billy Corgan's face, he's totally shocked by this, and he's leaning away from Bill Burr. Bill Burr slumped down, rubbing his hands on the chair, like kind of, and aggressively staring a hole through Howie Mandel. Now, Howie Mandel has known Bill Burr for years. He takes it like a champ, to be honest with you. But yeah, it continues.
He thinks it's different because he's Billy and I'm Bill. Like, that's how he told the difference.
Well, I was Bill when I was young, but you're right. I mean, with all respect.
I just thought.
All right,
I
well,
don't-
whatever. It's
I just
it's
thought-
it's not that I don't like him. It reminds me of all of that shit. So, it's
It,
like
it just
I don't-
seems more of the same from what I've been hearing.
All right, whatever. I mean, I
look.
like your music.
Appreciate it.
You know what would be cool? If you let your brother play drums.
Well, the fact that he said he can't sing, I think that sort of disproves that we're related.
Come on.
Because I'm not funny, right? You know what I mean? So it goes both ways.
You know, Bill Burr wanted to say, you can't really sing either, Billy Corgan. We've heard your records.
Listen, you've done well for yourself. I'm happy for you. But I just would prefer if you just kind of didn't
Fuck
go
off.
around. No, not telling these fucking stories. Like, why did you feel the need to do that?
Okay, can I give you the setup on all this? Because it's his fault.
You can do whatever you want because you kind
No,
of
I'm trying to
already
be
did that.
okay. I'm trying to respect.
See, is there's an anger there, right? Am I mistaken? Because watching this, I was cringing.
Now you are.
Okay, no wait. He told me you were cool
You're a
with me.
Cubs fan? That fucking tracks.
POFC.
Fucking Wrigleyville. Bunch of cunts. Southside's where it's at. What's up?
Do you want me to tell the story?
Yes.
Okay. So he owns about 80 buildings in this area. I don't know if you know how rich he is. But anyway, so I was working in another building, and I came out the building, and the first thing he said to me was, "Here comes Bill Burr." And I said, "Do you know that story somehow?" He said, "What story?" So I told him privately that story. He said, "Oh, you got to say this on the air."
Yeah, but he always does that. Because that's the thing. He's bringing in here
Look how he's
not
just sitting
because
there.
he's trying to heal the bullshit that we went through growing up. He's getting here just for the fucking ratings. I mean, the guy literally accepted a fucking award in the middle of a podcast. I'm supposed to be promoting my special, and he's over here like...
You can do it. March 14th on Hulu.
Like, that's going to help now?
I still love you, though. Even though you did
But
this.
it's not about
Okay,
me.
so now what was supposed to happen? Are we going to go play catch? We're both in our 50s.
My arm is still good. I gotta say.
Do you like wrestling?
Like what kind of wrestling? the real shit or like the WWE? The WWE, I love that.
Okay, I own the NWA, which is the oldest wrestling organization in the world.
All right, I respect that.
He won't come to a show, but at least you would.
Would you go to one of his events?
To what? An NWA
event. Yes.
It's wrestling.
Oh, wrestling. Yeah. You know, just,
He's
I
busy.
don't know.
He's busy. He's busier than God. This guy.
No.
I can't even believe you got him in here.
He's so mad, right? I mean, again, like leaning away, and they're both leaning away from each other. The awkwardness and attention, you could kind of cut with a knife, or am I looking too into this?
Nah, he looks pretty uncomfortable. Like, especially Bill Burr, man. He's not having a good time at all.
Right.
He likes his dad.
Do you think they look like brothers now they're sitting side by side?
I want to see what their mom looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Which one takes after the
mom
the
features,
maternal
right?
Side, yeah.
Well, I mean, Bill Burr obviously is notoriously redheaded, right? And Billy Corgan was not. You know?
Yeah, that's the thing too. Like, giving them both like a full head of hair might give us a different picture, just because they're like bald dudes. That
Well,
like,
I remember what both of them looked like with a full head of hair.
Yeah, I'm trying to Bill Burr. I can't really remember. Billy Corgan, I remember what he looks like with. I'll have to look that up, but
Yeah, but he's pissed. He's raging. He's raging, and at some point, then Howie's like, "Let's play some background music and do some emotional music for you," and then they attempt to talk. Right? It doesn't get less awkward, and but there are points where like Bill Burr is talking about his father experience, and Billy Corgan is talking about his father experience, and it doesn't actually align. Bill Burr mentioned that, his dad played like piano and saxophone, right? And then so Billy's like, well, my dad played guitar. And he's like, well, dad said he couldn't play the guitar because his fingers were too fat. That's Bill Burr's dad that he's referring to. But then Bill Burr's like, was he fucking lying to me? Right? Yeah, he's playing guitar this whole time, and what a dick. So it leaves you with more questions than answers. But again, it doesn't seem like they're going to be friends after this. I don't think they're following each other on social media after this.
he did look a little interested when he was like, "Oh, about the wrestling." Like, "Oh, maybe I can be all right with this kind of." But no, it's so visceral. I don't like it, and I'm going to push away.
Isn't that so funny too? Is that they were both like, "Well, that's something you bond about." Yeah, I mean, I love wrestling. I love wrestling too. Are we related?
Yeah.
No, dude.
We're just the best friends.
Yeah, no. A lot of people like wrestling.
The thing is, it's like,
got to come in.
Go for it.
Sorry, no, I'm more fascinated about Corgan's mom bringing this up and like what stemmed like her to do this and what.
Stepmom.
No. Oh yeah, it was stepmom, but initially, she told him because Billy Corgan's dad for sure was a traveling musician and man whore. That's what he knows of his father, right?
Billy Corgan kind of had red hair though.
Okay.
Oh wait, or is it dyed?
No,
I thought he had darker hair.
No, look at that. It's like auburn.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a good chance he was a redhead kid too. Let's listen a little bit more and see if there's any more revelations here.
Man, Bill will love it. He's cool with it and the whole thing.
All right, so I'm not upset with you then, because I thought that this was like your idea.
No,
All
he totally set me up.
I'm sorry. I just thought it was more important to bring family
You walk
together.
through the door. How's your wife? My wife's pregnant. How's your wife?
Yeah, he's
How
having
the
a baby.
kids?
You have your
You
family's
want some
growing,
free
Bill.
underwear?
She's late.
That's funny.
Third semester.
Your family's growing, Bill.
Trimester.
He's like, I hate you.
He doesn't even give a shit. This is the thing that throughout my career, the amount of people that have done this to me, and then you know what's funny? This is gonna probably maybe make us better or maybe fuck us up, but like I can guarantee you, about 20 minutes after we walk out of here, he's not gonna remember.
Remember what? Trimester.
He's gonna be standing there gazing with his arms behind his back, you know, looking at his YouTube plaque,
His kingdom.
Yeah. How are your kids? Do they like you as a dad?
They do. I'm an old. You were talking about old dad. I'm an old dad.
His kids don't like him.
You just called me a dick. This is just uncomfortable. I thought this would be like a warm.
You're always trying to bring families together. That's what you do.
I thought I did something good, and
People that
apparently
don't
I'm
want to
an
be
asshole.
brought together.
It's not that I don't want to. It's just like this. I don't think that this was the situation.
Look
But,
at
am
even
happy,
Billy
though, that
Corgan
I've
staring a hole
evolved him.
through Howie Mandel
Yes.
right now. Because I bet you he feels betrayed in this situation. Because, you know, he is friends with Howie Mandel. And Howie, like, blatantly lied to Billy Corgan saying, no, Bill is cool with this. He was definitely not expecting the frosty reception, the angry reception that he got when he showed up. And now you're seeing a look right there. They're just like, I think that goes beyond comedy. Again, I look into these things, and I could be looking a little too into it, but I would not be surprised if, like, following headlines over the next couple days, like Billy Corgan says, "Fuck Howie Mandel," right?
Right.
Much as a person that I'm able to sort of like fucking handle, because I don't want to like get mad at you
I appreciate
because of
that,
our
yeah.
dad or whatever. But like,
Why don't you talk more? And Sonny, why don't you play some beautiful like mood, like family? You just
dude, you are such a dick. You know, I never thought that, you know, when I finally would meet you, that there would be like cameras on and this fucking asshole here, who, you know, let's be honest, has always been a bit of a lounge act. He held on to that St. Elmo's Fire. What was the name of the thing that you were in?
It's not about me. Now, it's not about me.
Dude,
it's about
I'm not
you
doing
two.
this. I'm not
It's
doing
about
this.
you two.
Everything is a fucking
Billy?
bit with you.
It's not a bit.
All right,
Billy.
what are you doing after this? You want to hang out after this?
Well, I'm a vegan. That's probably a problem, I'm going to guess. You strike me as someone who likes red meat.
All right, shots fired.
I don't know.
I can have a cup of coffee while you eat your fucking Brussels sprouts.
So, I mean, there are funny moments and everything, but again, at the end of it, it didn't look like it was a brotherly love whatsoever.
No.
And to top it off, to make it even awkwarder, and for no reason whatsoever, then Howie Mandel leaves the room, and then returning was Billy Bush. From Extra, who had the fame that he got fired because he was in the tape of Grab Him by the Pussy or whatever. And he's like, look, it's 3 Billies. And they're like, nobody asked you, Billy Bush. Get the fuck out of here, right? So, yeah, that's the clip. That was the confrontation. And, yeah, that's what are your thoughts from it? Now, do you believe that even the way that Bill Burr was reacting kind of makes you feel like he knew or knows of it, and he was mad that Billy Corgan would even reveal this, because maybe Bill, and I'm just assuming at this point, maybe Bill got the same information from his mother about Billy.
I think Bill Burr's probably sick of talking about this, and it's just kind of like keeping it going when he's just like, I'm tired of this like momentum with this. He might have been having a little fun with it too, but like I'm still fascinated about the mom aspect, about why she decided to bring this up and why she thought that this was, because like they could look a little bit similar, but at the same time I don't totally see it, to be honest.
I'll tell you what, you have to watch the original interview where he revealed this, because Billy did explain this. I don't necessarily have the answer off the top of my head as to why he said it, but there was a reason as to why she said it, and. But yeah, the reaction there that Bill Burr had was the reaction I thought not only was funny as hell, but really real and raw, right? Where it was just
Hard
like,
to fake.
yeah, the anger. He was angry, right? I mean, say someone like says they were like my long lost brother, and someone said, I don't know if I'd have that reaction. I'm like, hey, is this true? Well, nice to meet you.
Right.
Never heard this before, you know?
Well, obviously he has like some father issues going on, so
Well,
it like, stems back from that, because he has to think about his like, you know, piece of crap dad, and
but that's what makes them both great too, you know. And that's kind of like the gift and the curse of like wanting to be a good parent, but also giving your kid enough issues to be great in life. I had this conversation the other day. because the girl that I'm talking to, she has a son whose dad is not necessarily, around, right? And I was very relatable because I had a daughter whose mother's not around. And as much as it pains me that they have to go through this, the silver lining to me is like maybe, just maybe. And, it could go either way for sure. Issues can tear you down, but they could also build you up and make you great.
Depends on what other foundation you have below all that, too.
Right, and there isn't any person in history that has created history, has made history, went on to do great things that did not have those dark skeletons in their closet. You kind of need it to fuel the fire to achieve greatness.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can see that, though. I mean, a lot of comedy, a lot of really great music and art is built off that kind of pain, too. If you take it down that route, and hopefully everybody that has that does go down the route.
Yeah, and that's the optimistic way of looking at it, right?
Yeah.
If the pessimistic is like, they're going to be addicted to crack. Yeah, crack won't even be a thing, but they'll be addicted to it.
Daddy issues right there. Look for her on OnlyFans or something like that. But,
I know.
And that happens too, but I like to think that, those people come back and make something out of their lives that's more beneficial.
I will say this, though. I was reading a study about this, and not all OnlyFans content creators have daddy issues, but they also don't do the fun content that we look for on OnlyFans. Butt stuff, All right, let's get on the air. I was joking. That was a bad joke. Rock on 2.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. We just reacted to the confrontation that Bill Burr had meeting his possibly half-brother in Billy Corgan, and it did not go well. It was very awkward. You can watch it back, youtube.com/beefvegan. But Mari, let me ask you this. When you were pregnant with either one of your sons, did you laugh a lot?
Yeah.
Now, I know that you did take some time. You were pregnant on the show at one point.
Yeah.
But not super pregnant.
I think I worked up until a month, didn't I?
Possibly. Well, then I feel really bad because there's a viral video I want to show you. This is what a woman was having an ultrasound and started laughing while having the ultrasound. And watching this video makes me be like, I would never want the mother of my child to laugh during pregnancy at all because it seems uncomfortable.
They're cozy.
This is just like in a...
Watch. Let's look. This is what it looks like when a mother laughs while pregnant. Here, we don't need the audio. There's the laugh, and then boom!
Oh, no.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's like squishing the baby's head. You're like, stop laughing. You're suffocating your baby.
No, you can't suffocate them. They get their food through the umbilical cord.
Okay, yeah, but I mean, doesn't that seem
It looks like
terrifying?
the baby's going like, whoa! What's going on out there?
Yeah. It's like an
going on?
earthquake. See, for those of you just listening, the best way to describe this is like, say you're laying in bed, right? And then all of a sudden the room starts shaking and somebody like puts a pillow over your head, right? That's what it looks like when a mother is laughing while pregnant.
It's so squishy in there, though. They're good.
But it's also guts, too, smushing into the head, so it's not like it's...
Still, baby looks uncomfortable. Look, baby shaking, like, what's going on here? And it's just from, and this is why you should never go to a funny OBGYN. You don't want to hear jokes during that situation anyways.
If your OBGYN is dressed like a clown when you get there, like, that's probably not the best place to go.
Right, yeah. If they're basically giving you an examination and they go, hello, then you got to fire them immediately. That means it's an echo because they're kind of saying it into your private regions.
Oh.
You didn't get that joke.
No, I didn't.
Well, good for your husband. All right, we got your beef tip coming up right after these words, and then we're keeping the conversation moving. Podcast, broadcast, youtube.com/beefvegan. Yeah. Hello. It echoes in here. They're not all winners. We know this. We've already established that a long time ago.
Uh-huh.
All right, as we continue, let's reset the table, and I do have a clip from earlier this morning with the lovely Mari as well. We had a lot of fun this morning so far, right?
Yes, we have.
Are you just saying that because it sounds forced, like you had to?
No, we have. We always do.
Yeah. No, it was a good time.
I agree with it, though.
All right, there we go. All right, well, earlier this morning, I believe we did This Is F My Life. I don't know what this is. Check it out. Official. So I know that we're doing this game a little earlier than we normally do it. We do it in the 8 o'clock hour. If you're not familiar, Tap Out is a trivia game. You get 5 questions if you are a contestant. For every question you answer correctly, you'll get a $20 gift certificate to Rocco's Little Chicago Pizza. But if you tap out or answer incorrectly within the 5 seconds, or don't answer within 5 seconds, then you lose the game. You'll cash out with whatever you won, and the rest will go to our scavengers who call 600-KFMA, 600-5362. So if you want to be a contestant, give me a call right now, 600-KFMA, 600-5362, especially if you've never played Tap Out before. Again, the listener bait today is up to $100 in gift certificates to Rocco's Little Chicago Pizza on Broadway. Fantastic and the best deep dish pizza in town, in my humble opinion. All right, now, have you seen the SNL 50 documentaries that they've been releasing on Peacock?
No, but I know what you're talking about. I haven't seen any of them.
Fascinating stuff. I love it so much. And, in honor of that, the second home of sketch comedy is not New York. It's actually Chicago.
Oh.
Yeah, and our theme today is Chicago sketch comedy. So 600-KFMA, 600-5362. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tap Out.
The only game where you can quit and win. Think you have what it takes to last 5 rounds? Let's find out. Beef Vegan presents Tap Out.
All right, let's see who our first caller is, attempting to answer the $20 question to be our contestant. Rock 102.1, what's your name?
Carlos.
Carlos. All right, Carlos, if you could answer this question within 5 seconds, you're going to be our contestant, okay?
All right.
All right, the question is, who is the former Second City member known for his role as Michael Scott on the U.S. version of The Office?
On the tip of my tongue. Steve Carell.
Yeah.
He got it.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, just in the nick
Barely.
of time,
Wow.
Carlos. All right, $20 is in your bank. You're our contestant for Tap Out. So it's very important to get the answer out or tap out before the 5-second clock runs out, okay?
Alrighty.
All right, here's your $40 question. Which Second City alum starred as Liz Lemon in the comedy series 30 Rock and created the show?
Oh. I have no idea. I tap out.
Oh, tap out. So, well, that's very generous. And actually, there's a lot of people listening right now that are rooting you on, Carlos, because they can be a scavenger and pick up the exact amount of gift certificates that you're receiving as well. You got $20 for Rocco's Little Chicago Pizza, which is nothing to sneeze at. You can get a lot of good food for $20 at Rocco's. You know the answer there, Maury?
Tina Fey?
Tina Fey is the correct answer, yes. Did you know that, Carlos?
I had no idea.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, excellent job, dude. So give me, I need 4 numbers between 1 and 10 from you.
Let's go 7. Lucky 7.
All right. Well, that's one of the numbers. So we'll do callers number 3, 6, 9, and 7. And you guys are going to be scavengers and pick up a $20 gift certificate to Rocco's Little Chicago Pizza on Broadway. Check out the revamped menu at rockoslittlechicago.com. We'll let the reset be back with more after music from Breaking Ben and Rock 102.1. Back here live on the Pod Broad, getting ready for a beef tip, and yeah.
Pod Broad.
Pod what? Rod Pod?
Pod Broad.
Pod Broad. Pod Broad.
Pod Broad.
I don't want to say that short because then broad, then I sound like, chauvinistic.
Old-timey.
Old-timey. This broad. I was talking to this broad, see? And she was like, you look snazzy. And I was like, let me court you, then marry you. Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's
All right,
very good.
Yeah, see? You guys aren't the only ones that knock out impressions. But,
Oh, man, you should do some.
Nah, I'm really bad at it. Besides that guy, 1920s guy got down.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's his name.
Yeah, it takes at least 100 years for me to master an impression.
Yeah, he's been working on it the entire time.
Yeah. All right, getting ready to wrap things up here live on the podcast broadcast. But, as always, a pleasure, everybody. Tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, I want to give you guys a heads up. We will be giving away tickets for 9 Inch Nails before they go on sale. So that is the only opportunity to win them before you can buy them from me. So 8 o'clock, we'll play a game, give them away, and, just set your alarms. And hopefully you'll be one of the people calling in to go see 9 Inch Nails for free. I think Emil probably will call in, too.
Yeah, I'm actually going to be just like... Is this Keanu?
I think technically you can too, because you
Yeah,
got
you're not-
your volunteer status. You're just a
I'll
guest.
take one of you guys with me.
Yeah. You got to get paid some way, right? All right, let's get on the air and wrap things up.
What about funeral portrait?
Oh yeah, I'll give those out too. Rock 102.1 KFMA. I'm talking a little too soon, but that happens. Prematurely, if you will. I will give away a pair of tickets for a funeral portrait. In fact, you guys can call right now if you want to go. I'll give them away to caller number 10. So 600 KFMA, 605-362, funeral portrait, performing at Club Encore next Wednesday night. Look forward to that show. But before they perform that show, they'll be live in studio on the podcast broadcast to perform for us, and we get to know the boys on a personal level. So I'm stoked about that as well. Got a lot of stuff lined up next week. You know, in fact, actually on Monday, we're starting a new series of the podcast broadcast. Tucson Games and Gadgets comes in. They play a brand new game with us. The entire podcast is just going to be us playing that game.
That's Mondays?
Oh,
That's Mondays.
Oh.
I know.
Hey.
I know. And then we'll probably do that once or twice a month. And then we're going to be doing a lot of cool stuff with Enchanted Dragon. So we're getting ready for to reveal all the details on that so we can hook you guys up with some excellent quality low-dough tattoos. And if you're a KFMA listener and ride with us, you're going to have the hookup on that. So pay attention to that. Excuse me. And then what else we got going on? There's a couple other things that I'm really looking forward to going into the spring. We're trying to bring as many cool activities and fun festivities to you. So just keep riding with us and we'll give you the heads up. But that's your beef tip. All right. It pays to be our friend.
Yes.
We will buy your friendship and your love.
Worth it.
Yep. All right. Well, I've got to answer the phone call. Let's see who our winner is for the funeral portrait before we get off the air. Actually, no. That's all the time. Thank you for listening. Drive safe, ride safe, and as always, rock local. Later. Who's this? What's your name?
This is Ted.
Ted, you're calling number 10, dude. You got those tickets.
I got him?
Yeah. You want to go?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Hell yeah, dude. All right. Well, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the podcast broadcast. We'll see you tomorrow morning.